So why didn't Dracula have any friends? Because he was a pain in the neck. Oh, that was bad.
Perfect.
So what year it's been? 2022. In my opinion, it's been a lot better than the past couple of years. Yes, because of the whole pandemic and that sort of thing, but just overall, in terms of releases. There's been so much fire to come out this year, so instead of doing just the top 10 sneakers of the year, I decided to split it up a little. This is going to be a little mini series in terms of what type of sneakers came out and the top 10. Now yes, you are watching the top 10 Jordans to come out this year, but I'm also doing a top 10 Air Max as well. It would have been criminal trying to fit all of these sneakers into one top 10, but I'm going to try my best in terms of splitting them up. And maybe you want me to do a top 10 on a different brand or even a different sneaker. Let me know down below. So with that all out of the way, it is of course the top 10 Jordans of 2022. Now starting off at number 10, technically they're not really out yet, well here in the UK, but it's been kind of a mixed bag in terms of release. There's been a lot of controversy around this release, but it still had to make the top 10. It is December, so it's pretty much a given, a Jordan 11 has to release. And it is the Jordan 11 Cherry. Now I do get why a lot of people won't like this shoe. It's not so much the colorway, I feel it's the color blocking. I've seen some people say they look like bowling shoes, they look like clown shoes, and I can see where they're coming from, but at the same time it does look fire. Even though this colorway won't be for everyone, it's a Jordan 11 and it has to be on this list. So starting us off, it is the Jordan 11 Cherry. Now next up at number 9 is the Jordan 1 High 85 Georgetown. Now even though I'm not the biggest fan of Jordan 1s anymore, the hype kind of took over and I just lost interest. But a lot of these shoes on this list, spoiler alert, are Jordan 1s. But one of the most iconic colorways to the Jordan 1 is of course this Georgetown. And there's just something about the 85 cut to the Jordan 1. I can totally understand why a lot of people needed these in their rotation and their collection. But at number 9, it is the Jordan 1 High 85 Georgetown. Now at number 8, it is the Jordan 4 Black Canvas. It had a lot of comparisons to the Breads and the M&M 4s. For me, I do love how the color blocking and the colorway is. It's so simple and clean. But at the same time, I just can't deal with canvas on a shoe, especially black. But regardless of my nitpick, this colorway and this shoe, it just works so well. Definitely one of the most popular and anticipated drops of the year. Now coming in at number 7, don't call yourself an Uber, because it is the Jordan 1 High Taxi. This colorway has been referred to the poor man's shattered backboard, but I'm not having none of it. I'm such a fan of orange on a sneaker, and for a Jordan 1 to look this good, it's pretty criminal to leave it out. I did really like how they released it over here in the UK as well. I think it was Sneakers Day and it was such a clean drop. Although I haven't seen many people wearing them, a lot of people managed to grab them. And this for me is one of the best colorways to the Jordan 1 this year. So that is at number 7, the Jordan 1 High Taxi. But broskies, before we move on to the next shoe, I want to give a big shout out to today's sponsor, IP Royal. Now although I don't bot for myself, I know tons of people who have such success with it. But if you do bot already, of course a sneaker bot needs a proxy. You do want to protect yourself when using the software to protect your IP address. If not, I hate to say it broskies, but you might just be banned for life. Some retailers don't play, and I don't want you to take that risk. I have actually teamed up with IP Royal to bring you a special coupon code of 50% off with their residential proxies. Residential proxies come from real devices with real ISP issued connections. Bots use these proxies that mask their activity, which does help you blend in to act like you're a regular shopper. More importantly, by using the proxies as close as possible to the sneaker website's physical servers. If you are botting, you can enjoy a lower latency and complete their purchase faster than anyone else. Once you click the link in my description box, you can then sign up. Enter in all your details and then verifying your email address as well. And then Bob's your uncle, you're all sorted. But when you're buying your proxies, of course use broski to get 50% off. But don't wait around though, because this deal won't last forever. I'm going to leave all the information down below, so check it out in the description box and pick yourself up a deal. But with that all out of the way, back to business. Now next is a sneaker I had to add to my personal collection this year, and I really wanted to put it higher, but you'll see why this couldn't make it. It is the Jordan 4 Canyon Purple. Now although this shoe does have Halloween vibes to it, for me it's a great sneaker all round. The only problem for me, living in the UK and the amount of rain we get, that hairy suede won't hold up. So I have to kind of be careful when I wear these, but for me it's one of the best drops of the year. Therefore a lot more comfortable than your average Jordan 4 because of the suede on the upper, and for the right reasons. It's a very unique colorway. So that's the Jordan 4 Canyon Purple, but at number 5 it is such a clean shoe. It's the Jordan 4 Military Black. Now I have personally dubbed this the Jordan 4 Panda, and a lot of people probably have said the same, but I have to say Jordan Brand did execute this colorway perfectly. I can't lie, I'm slightly jealous when I see people wear these because the resale prices for me is a no-go. And even though it's not in my collection, it's defo one I can really admire. An amazing colorway on my favorite Jordan of all time. Now one of the biggest and hyped drops of the year, it is the Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott Reverse Mocha. Now where do I start with Jordan and Travis Scott? There is so much hype behind this collab, especially this colorway. The Reverse Mocha is one of the best colorways ever released. We're at a time where a lot of people are loving browns and neutral tones, and this one just hits the nail on the head. And yes, it was near enough impossible trying to grab this shoe, but I didn't expect anything less. And with the resale prices, I'm not trying to eat beans on toast for a month, so you can forget about it. But if you were blessed and lucky enough to get this pair, it's defo one to cherish. But that is at number 4, and I know a lot of people are going to rank it higher, but there's reasons why it didn't make it. But at number 3, it is one of the OGs in the game, and probably the easiest cop of the year. The return of the Nike Air at the back is what everyone wanted, and that's what we got. But the Jordan 3 Fire Reds is one of the best drops of the year, and I'm so happy I grabbed them. These were actually stocked up everywhere and they were sitting for quite a bit. I was very tempted to double up, but at the same time my bank was telling me, nah bruh, know your lane. But I do feel like it's one of those shoes, if you really wanted them, you defo got them. One of the best colorways ever released on one of the best shoes ever released. It is the Jordan 3 Fire Red. Now the last 2 pair of sneakers for me were 2 I really wanted in my collection, and I'm very close to paying resale. Maybe those baked beans won't taste bad after all, but it is at number 2, the Jordan 4 Ama Maniere. Now the collaboration between Jordan Brand and Ama Maniere, they haven't missed in my opinion. For me the Jordan 3 is still the best out of the lot, but the 4 isn't that far behind at all. Some complaints about QC and that sort of thing, but the majority, a lot of people love them. Although the colorway and the materials doesn't make it the most wearable, especially here in the UK with our rain. But you have to put all that aside just because of how this shoe looks. And the inclusion of that quilted sock liner and the Nike Air at the back, all these little accents just add up. But coming in at number 2 is the Jordan 4 Ama Maniere. Now I know, you've already guessed it by now, but it is indeed coming in at number 1, the Jordan 1 Lost and Found. Now this Chicago reimagined colorway is as iconic as it gets. All the little accents with the shoe, the box, the receipt, and of course the colorway in itself. A lot of these things make it near enough impossible not to like it. And even coming from myself, I'm not even a Jordan guy, but this sneaker just speaks so loud. I think these and the Jordan 4 Ama Manieres, I haven't entered for as many raffles as these 2. If you haven't guessed it, another sneaker I missed out on the drop. I don't know how, I think I was like the only one. But this Jordan 1 High Lost and Found defo had to make the top spot. But broskies, that is my list to the top 10 Jordans to drop this year. I want you to comment down below your top 10. Do you agree with a lot on my list, or am I talking absolute waffle? Comment down below and I will pin the best comments. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And until the next episode, take care.